Alrighty. So... It's been a while. I went to Namur. Why did I pronounce it like that? I went to Namur. Bro, how do you pronounce that in English? Namur. Whatever. You know, the place in Wallonia, Belgium. I went there with, you know, friends from the Physics Student Association thing. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. But yeah. After getting home, like one of the first things I did was just play Silksong a lot. But now I'd like to do I Wanna Lockpick because I was kind of invested in this, and then yeah, I went. So yeah. So last time I ended with doing some of these extra levels. I did 3 of them, so now let's do the other 3 in this world. And then we can go back to world 10, because I have figured some things out in there. Alright. If you're having trouble with this one, try reframing it as a practical problem. If you must have positive blackberries and then negative blackberries for the bouncers there, then there's like silver dollars and never mind. I'm pretty sure you're here for the keys and doors anyway. Yeah, we're past the point of it actually making any sense. So, yeah, this is completely abstract now. You know, it's like mathematics, but not as hard. Or maybe as hard? I don't know. These puzzles definitely require more creativity than your ordinary mathematics problem, I'd say. Anyway, so what do we have to do? We have to open both of these doors. Now, both of them require you to have 0 master keys, which we have, so that's good. Only problem is we also need some amount of black keys. I see. So what's gonna happen is that the amount of black keys is gonna get deducted here. And then we need to have negative black keys. So we wanna have positive, then negative. Alright. Seems legit. Now I wonder what this does. So yeah, that gives you from 1 to -1. So if we want to, we can double up any lock by opening up those 2. And yeah, also one thing is that we can open 6 locks maximum. The reason I say maximum, or like 6 of these pure locks. The reason I say maximum is because if we open this, it drains all of our keys, because this is a blast door. It just takes all of the keys you have of that type. But if we open like 5 of these locks... and then go over here, then we can open that. And also, one interesting consequence of this is that we can only open 1 of these 3 at a maximum. And considering this is the only place where there are black keys, it's gonna be exactly 1 of these 3. So maybe we can write that down. So open. Have to open exactly 1 of these 3 paths. So that's good to know. So I mean, this, or this. Now, it's worth looking at what these do. So this one takes the number of purple keys that we have, minus the number of cyan keys that we have, plus 4. And... no, wait, minus 4, I'm sorry. And that's the number of black keys that gets subtracted. Wait. Okay. I see what you're supposed to be doing here. Yeah. Okay, so there's an interesting thing here. So I guess I can first explain how these locks work. So This is just, it takes however many purple keys you have, however many negative cyan keys you have, and however many pink keys you have. It adds those all up. So let's say we have 2, -3, and 4. And we have, yeah, 2 -3 plus 4. Which is 3. Wow, that took me way too long to think about. So yeah, that's 3. And then that number, the outside, is the color that actually gets subtracted. So this will give us -3 black keys. Now here we want +3. So the way we're going to do that is by getting a lot of cyan keys and not a lot of purple keys. So if we have like 6, or like let's say we have 9, like here, -9 cyan keys, that looks like a lot. And like only, I don't know, 3 of these, and then 4. Then we have 7 here, then -9 does -2, but it gets subtracted from the cyan amount, so minus is plus, so we get +2 black keys, which I can demonstrate actually. Wait, let me just show you that it actually works. Bro, the platforming should not be the hard part in this. Guess I'm just a little rusty. There we go. So this is just for testing purposes. I'm just gonna show you that you actually do get 2 from that. Now you can open this. Now the problem is, we're screwed. We actually can't get any more black keys because they're locked behind these. Now, one thing that's also interesting is that we have this master key and we have this. So if we get... Wait, let me backtrack a bit. If we get this master key, yeah, we can just open any lock that isn't pure. And we can also open stuff like this, or this. Actually, yeah, these are the only locks we can open with a master key. I don't think those are very useful. Now, what is interesting is that we can actually make this a -1. Now, the fact that this is -1 means that we double up the lock. So it's not going to work on the pure lock, but this one is now ×2. So I can trigger this one twice. So let me try that for this one. So we have that, and then it's still there, and we can do it again and get 4. That's cool and all, but now we need to figure out how to make this a negative number instead of a positive number. So I guess what I can try doing... Yeah. Guess I can try opening 2 more of these locks. I haven't actually done the math on whether this top path is even possible, because probably only one of those 3 paths will be possible. Anyway, so yeah, we could get a -4 purple. But that doesn't really help. We want to get less cyan. So like, not that. Wait. Here, this is -7. That's something. And then we want to have more purple keys. Problem is if we open this, then we don't actually have enough keys. Alright, so yeah, this is like barely not gonna work. So we can do that. And then we get exactly 0 keys from this, because it's 3 + 4 - 7 is 0. So we don't get anything from that. And yeah, we're just barely short of being able to do anything useful. Yeah. Okay, so now we want to figure out a way to trigger a lock twice and then to have that work. Or we could also take the bottom path. Because in that path, we actually have 2 locks. So that one's a bit special. And we have a sign, not a sign flip, sorry, this is a sign flip. We have negative black keys here. So if we can get positive black keys from this, maybe open this with a master key, because yeah, we won't have any black keys left. So yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, this with a master key, and then this we just get. So I think that might be worth looking at as well. So in that case, we want to have a negative pink keys, which the only way to get that is via this. And then we need to have one cyan key, which, I mean, makes sense. Then one white key. Yep, grab that. And we don't want to have any purple keys. So like this. That's 0 purple keys. Okay, now I have 2 of these. Bam. Problem is I can't open this. And I can't get the master key up top here. So we're actually 1 key short of making this work. And I think that was optimal. Like, I used all the keys that I needed to there. The only thing that I could do differently is you need to have 0 purples, and I used 2 locks for that. I mean, yeah, but if you get this, you get 6. If you get the top one, you get -1, and if you do this, you just get -3, which is also not what you want. So I'm pretty sure this bottom path is not possible. Impossible. 1 pure key short. So yeah, we'll just leave that one be. This one I haven't really tested yet. Like, I did it, but I didn't really pay attention to whether I was doing it optimally. So yeah, okay, we have the 4 pink keys that we need. Then we already have 3 purple, so we actually don't need to touch that. In terms of cyan, we need to have some negative amount. We could do that with this. Or we could just get the -9. Yeah. Now the thing is, yeah, we're gonna have 4, 3, and then -9. So that's gonna give us 2. That's fine. Then if we get these 2, then it's gonna give us 0, as I said earlier. So we don't want to we don't want to do that, I think. Yeah. You know what? I'm not 100% sure that this one is impossible, but let's try this middle path first. So... yeah. Alright, so for this path, we need 1 white key, which... yeah. We need 1 cyan key, which... that's the best way to do that. Oh wait, I was looking at this path. It's this path, I'm sorry. We don't need a white key for that. We need 1 purple, which we have. We need 1 pink, which we can also get. We need 6 cyan, which we can only get by doing... oops, sorry. By doing this. And then we're good for that path. And then we can re-trigger this one by doing that. Alright, this gives you -8. But we want +8 first. Oh, that's a problem. Wait. Yeah. That's an issue. Yeah, and if you do this, then you go to 0. And if you do this, it doesn't work. Like, I can get this, even if I use, like, even if I didn't get that master key. Like, let's say I didn't get it. Then I'm still screwed, because the lock is gone. Okay, so for this one, you get them in the wrong order. So you get that first and then that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this one is also impossible. Because you get negative before positive. And it needs to be the other way around. So I think this one is going to be the one that we actually do, which, as I said, I haven't really tested out yet. So yeah, okay, we have the 4 pink keys, which are forced. So let's just get that. Then we have some number of purple keys, which I'll just take 3 for now because we already have those. Then we need some number of negative cyan, so that's good. And then we can already try inputting that. I guess I can get, yeah, these 2 as well. And now we have 1 more. Yeah. So we now have 1 more lock that we can open, and it's going to be one of those purple or the cyan. We'll just see what works. But for now, I think this will give us... Oh, wait. Yeah, I need to open that lock first before I do it. Well, anyway, this is supposed to give us +2, right? Yeah, that's what I showcased earlier. Now we want to get to some negative number with the stuff that we have here. Now I could just sign flip this, but then it doesn't actually open this because it needs to be a positive amount. I could add 3 to it. That might work actually, yeah. Yeah, okay, so I think I'm gonna open that lock, but then not do anything with it. Yeah. Now we go over here. And now we do this. +2. Bam. And now we change our purple key amount, which is going to subtract more from the end result, which means we should have -1 now. Yeah, nice. Okay, that wasn't too hard of a puzzle, honestly. You just have to look at the options and see what's possible. Sign flip master. Let's put your understanding of sign flipping to the test. There's a lot of pure locks, so I guess that tidbit about nullifying brown keys and master keys is gonna come in handy as well. Nullifying brown keys and master keys. Wait, what? Was there something about that? Let's go ahead and thank those pure locks in advance for restricting our options. Oh yeah, if there's any pure element on a lock, then you can't master key it, and you can't curse it with a baron key. Yeah, okay, that's what they meant. Sure. So let's see what is actually possible for us to do right now. Yeah, the only thing that's possible is we can get this unstar brand, which does literally nothing right now, because we first need to star brand, which just means that the number of brown keys cannot change. It's also maybe worth looking at this here. So we need 3 blue for this, and we want to have 0 brown keys by the end. So... right. Okay. Why is this called sign flip master? Oh, because it... ah, I see. Okay. So basically, these locks are like a glorified version of a sign flip. So these locks basically just tell you, alright, this is, you know, we take the number of pink keys that we have and we subtract it, but we do it twice. Then you just sign flip the number, because the first time you go from 16 to 0, and then the second time you do it, because there's 2 of these X's, you go to -16. So Then here it goes to +2, but the problem is it only works on positive ones. So I actually need to do it here, where it's negative. And then we get to +2. Or we could also use it here, but then it's gone, and then we're screwed. Because we want to have 3 for this, so we want to not waste any of that. So I think we want to use a master key on like this stuff. I think, yeah, it's definitely worth doing this. In fact, wait, can I? Nah. Okay. Okay, so we get 90 brand keys. Or we don't. Maybe we don't do that quite yet. I think we can. Then I guess we can star it as well, which means the number won't change. Yeah. And we actually want to get to the top part there. Oh, we need negative brown keys now for this one, so that's a problem. What we can do is just destroy all of these. Oh yeah, I guess that also works. Yeah. Those are not going to be useful. This is negative, so it's also not useful. Okay, so nothing else here can be destroyed. We do have unstar blue now, which is good. So want to access the star blue. In that case, I think what I want to do is unstar this. Make it negative. Oh, but you can only go from negative to positive with this one. Right, so I want to get that first. Wait, but then how do you do anything with this? Huh? Because we need to get... Okay, so here's my reasoning. So we have this. We can... You know, if we didn't have brown keys, which I'm just gonna pretend that we don't. So, like, we can sign flip this and then open this. Then it loses a brown key. Oh, sorry, not a brown key, a blue key. But we need all 3 blue keys, as I said. Because there's nothing that here that can gain stuff. Here it's only sign flipping, here it's, you know, just losing stuff. So we want to get that star key really bad, but like, how do we do it? Like, we want to get the star key before we open this. And we don't want to spend any of those blue keys. So yeah, I guess... Oh yeah, I guess I can use a master key on that. Right. Okay. So. Bam. Okay. Now, let's not get the star key. I am curious to know what happens if you do this. Now we have negative 270, which is, in fact, quite a large number. And I don't see any logs big enough to actually deal with that, so I think we're just gonna have to star first, or use a master key. Then we have this one, which requires a negative amount of pink keys. So I guess... yeah, we just do that. Although, wait... oh, we need to do this first. Okay. We can do that. Now we need... Oh yeah, I guess that also works. Oh, and here we need 0 pink keys. That is a problem. So that means you have to do this shenanigans first. I guess that solves that problem. That is still too much. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Or I guess I don't even need to get that. Oh yeah, wait. Oh god, there are so many options in this. It's actually insane. Whoa. Is it just you, or has Twitch been eating every single VOD of this game since like a month ago? I haven't noticed that. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Epikite, or I don't know how it's pronounced. Feel free to correct me on that. I guess I could also just... Oh wait, but I can't sign flip it there. Oh, but I can try sign flipping it with this. Yeah, that works. And then bam, bam. Now we need to get to 0. Which, that's not gonna work. Now we need to star that first. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, this is a sign flip. Wait, yeah, that's actually fine. Oh wait, but it's not fine because this is -1, so we want to do that at the end. None of the VODs are there. Ah, okay. I mean, that might just be the thing. Like, Twitch does delete VODs after 7 days for channels that like aren't affiliate or partner. So it might just be that actually. Wait a sec. Yeah, okay. So I can go through all of these. Actually, I can destroy this already. Yeah, okay, and then... Maybe we just lock this in place. Now we get the master keys, which we're gonna use one master key on this. Open that, which that doesn't affect anything because it's starred, which is good because we don't want to have an obscene amount of negative brown keys. Now we want to sign flip this. Or maybe we just open it like that, that also works. Then we want to use up 11. It could have sworn you were just second a day or two after watching someone stream it. Oh wow. Okay, that's weird. Yeah? No, you're right, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not the developer or anything. Maybe it's because it's like a fan game of I Wanna Be the Guy. I have no idea why it would get deleted, though. I don't know. Okay, but I can sign flip this now. Wait, but I want to sign flip pink. So I actually don't want to do that. Guess I want to get this. And then sign flip that. Yeah, no, that was right. Oh wait, and I didn't want to do it there. I wanted to do it here. There we go. Okay. Then we can sign flip pink, so we have negative whatever. -2. -1. But yeah, that's 4, so that doesn't work. And the other one's just gonna sign flip it, so I guess, yeah, I'm off by 3. So I guess I don't want to open this one. And then it does work, yeah, if I just do the rest. And then, yeah, I sign flip this. Now I need to sign flip it again. And for that I need -4 master keys, which is a problem. Because I only have -2. And I also can't come in from the other side because then I have +2 and I can't do anything with that. There's a couple VODs from last month or earlier, but none of the streams have since stayed up. Wow, okay. How's the library? Yeah, it's going alright. The last extra stage wasn't too difficult. Now I'm kind of struggling with this. I'm kind of mindlessly trying to figure it out. I guess, yeah. So, what I definitely need to do, in order to beat it, we need to get those 3 blue keys, but they need to be positive. So I want to sign flip them here at the end. So I want to get the -2 and the -1 and then sign flip it here. We also, when we open this lock, we want to make sure that this is starred So it doesn't change the number of blue keys. I guess, yeah. Maybe I do have to do that. Wait. Oh, that could be it. Wait. Maybe I do... Okay, wait. So, I unstar this, and now I use it here, but this is gonna massively increase the number of keys that I have, and I need to get to 0, which is a problem. But maybe it'll work out, I don't know. If we have enough master keys, maybe? We can just... yeah. Yeah. I think for now it'll be fine. Let's just try things out, so... I guess, yeah, wait. Let me first open this, because we have to do that anyway. Then we get that. Okay. +2. Yeah. Okay, we can use 2 there. We can open this. Bam, bam. Oh, wait, we don't want to get that 3. And we sign flip this. We get this. We get the 9. We do this. Now we're back to 4. We open this. Finally. We've starred this. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now I have to open this. Then unstar this. Sign flip it. Do that, but then I need to sign flip it again, so that doesn't work. Well, I definitely need to get to +2 at some point to open that. I guess it's just going to be one of those random blue locks then. Wait. Oh wait, you can double this one with a with a negative master key. Right. Okay. Damn it, I shouldn't have undone all that work. Oh well. Yeah, this is one where the order of operations is very specific. So we get that. Yeah. I kind of just forgot what I was doing. Insane. Okay, now I need to get this. But the problem is... Oh, wait. Oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, because if I open this, I need 4 master keys to do that. But then I already used one to go up here. Yeah, it doesn't work. So I need to open this. But I guess I can also do that with negative brown keys. Actually, no, it doesn't work. Because it's gonna unbrown it. So how do I make sure this stays here, but that I can also decrement the pink keys? I don't know. Oh, I guess I could make a brown. I could make the lock brown and use 1 master key on it. Yeah. Bam. Cool. That's good. Now we can make it not brown later. I'm still worried about the, you know, negative 183 going on there, but I don't actually know what to do with it. So, yeah. Congratulations, you're now banned. Bound challenge. Yes, what a name. Truly one of the names of all time. Okay. 4. Bam. We now get blue. I sign flip this. We double this up. And just for good measure, because I think we're gonna need it, let's double this up. I don't think that's actually gonna get us all the way there. No, that's only gonna be 140. We still need 35, but oh well. We can work with that. Now I use this once to go from -2 to +2. We star this. We go through this. Yeah. We unstar blue. Sign flip it. Get this. And get this. We're almost there. I just need to get 0 brown keys, which is not possible. But we are close. It's this close to working. I just needed 35 less keys. Which I guess, because you're doubling it... No, wait, yeah. Yeah, I just need 35 fewer keys. Okay. Anything that looks like 35. Or anything that, like, could help with the brown keys. You know, we have this. I haven't used it yet. So that's probably gonna be it. Alright, so... If we lock this, then it's just gonna stay at some amount, but it's not actually gonna help. Yeah, no. Because it's not gonna go down either. So when we open this, it's actually gonna be more than usual, which we don't want. We want to have less. Is there any other way to get the pink keys to 0 that involves opening this, but maybe not this? I don't think there is. Like, you have 16 pink keys, you can't even open this. You could open with 4, 13, 14, but then yeah, no, doesn't work. Yeah, the only way to make it work is to not open this. Which, yeah, that's fine. Blue keys are fine the way they are. I don't think there's anything that can be changed there. Yeah, it's not worth... Wait, no. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, this is not worth it to use positive brown keys on because it's only 4. Like, I really want to use this more. So yeah, where did I use my master keys actually? I used one here. So, I mean, I think that's a pretty good deal, honestly. Especially because we need to have this one. So yeah, if I can do this with 1 master key, I think that's the best we're gonna get. So, you know, make a brand, use the master key on that. We're not gonna be able to use negative ones on that. We can't actually double any of these because we need to get to this with positive ones, and we can only we can only sign flip it once. These ones could be Bran, but that doesn't actually help. Because we need to sign flip pink, and we also need to sign flip blue. Yeah, so really the only other option is... nothing? Wait, what is the other option? Like, yeah, we could triple this one, I guess, because we used 1 here. I used 1 here. Maybe we don't need to use 1 here, although I doubt it. Yeah, no, just doesn't work out otherwise. Like, you could spend 4 there, but then you have 13 and you can't get 2 more, so no. So yeah, you can't actually go here and then get that without going through this. So yeah, you need to use a master key here. You don't need to use one here. Let me do this again. And just see how many keys I actually lose from this. So this gets me to 63, then 61. And then the problem here was that it gave me negative 183. So yeah, like 3 times the original amount. But then negative. Is there any way you can avoid doing that while still sign flipping it? Because this, you need to sign flip it. Wacht misschien nog een uur? I don't really see it. Like, yeah, it could be just using one of these because they don't have a pure thing on them, a pure symbol. but like... Then I can't sign flip pink. Then I can't actually get to there. Yeah. Oh, wait. No? No. Do I have to use this? I do, right? Like, because I get -2. I get starred. I open... Oh wait, yeah, no, I need to open this with that. So yeah, it needs to be +2, so I need to sign flip it first. So it's +2, then I star it, use that. Then go... Wait. So it's +2, so I need to go here. To get back to -2. There's no other way to do that. And then -1. And then that. Yeah, no, there's no other way. So yeah, these two are like kind of needed. So we can't just make them brown. So how do we get a negative amount of brown keys? Maybe we don't. Maybe just don't. I don't know. Because also, I could... Wait. $88, $82, $80, $78, $86, $80. I want to try to get to 70. Not sure if that's possible. Wait. Oh yeah, but no, I need that to be... Wait, I can make it work. Okay, so that doesn't work because we need to sign flip it first. So let's do that. Now we're at that number, which is not what I want. No, wait. I want -210, which for that I need 70. So I guess, yeah, no. Doesn't work. Wait, if I open this... Okay, so I have 90. So if I open this, I have... Mathematics, 73. But then I need 70, so it doesn't work. I can get 69. Yeah, if I open this... And then... Open this. Then I have 69. I don't know if that's useful. Probably not. So like I open these. Then I do this. Then I do this. I mean, no way this works, right? Okay, -205. If I could do this 3 times, then I'd actually have 5 keys do money. But I can't do it 3 times, can I? No. Like, let's assume I can do this twice. Then I have 140 that I can spend. I can spend 8 here. So like 148, is that? That is divisible. Wait, no, that's not divisible by 3. It's 49.333. You know what, I'm just not figuring it out, man. Let me just do a different one. We still haven't even gotten to World 10 yet. I mean, I have before, but like not in this stream. Well, this one looks simple, and actually might be simple. You might even have enough spare time to read one of the books from the massive bookshelves. Maybe enrich yourself a little bit, you know? What do you mean you can't do that? Well, this definitely looks easy. Oh. Oops, I'm stuck. Is this really... What was this one called? Macrocosm or something? Okay, so... Let's maybe look at how many negative and positive blocks we have, because each one of these is just a sign flip. So... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 positive and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negative. So yeah, 14 in total. So 14 per row. So that's 42 in total. Then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time positive. or negative. And then here we have a lot of negative. 1, 2, wait, I can... 1, 2, 3, so yeah, 11 negative. 3 positive. 11 negative. So that gives us in total 18, 21. Yeah, okay, so it's 21 positive, 21 negative, which makes sense, you know? So I guess what we want to do is alternate each time. But like in a good way. So I guess, yeah, we can try keeping in the long rows of stuff. I don't think this is gonna work, but we'll see. I'm probably gonna mess up right at the end. What did I tell you? Right, but actually that makes sense, because the last lock we destroy actually has to be -1. Yeah. So it has to be this. So last lock is this one. Because we start with positive and it's positive, negative, positive, negative. So at the end we have negative. So in that case, we actually want to do this. Want to unlock the bottom path. Yeah, nice. Okay. That was not difficult in the slightest. I don't know why the previous level was so difficult that I couldn't even get it, but this one is easy. Not even an issue. Let's just leave that other one be. And let's go to World 10. Now I know for a fact that I'm gonna make progress today, because I actually off-stream figured out some of these just by working them out in my head. Let's see. So, yeah. So this one is just bait, but you know the trick that we used where we made this, where we made a master door Bran and then we used one master key on it? That's what we're gonna do here. Because we need to go through this, but the last door we open has to be pink. But actually opening it with a master key, if we just, you know, use one master key, it actually doesn't count as opening it like that. It's something we saw in an earlier level in this world. You're just gonna have to trust me on that, actually. Right, so we do that. We do this. We can sign flip the Bran. We can do the thing. And I guess, yeah, first get this, and then get this. Okay, and now we do this. Except that doesn't work. Wait. No, wait, also doesn't work. This is gonna work. Yep, okay. So now we get this. We make this brand. We do that. Now the problem is we need to get to 0 master keys with that. Guess. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Okay, so now we just need to waste master keys, basically. So I guess the best way to waste master keys is to just use them here. This is very productive. And we're gonna use it exactly once. We're not even gonna make use of literally anything else in there. I guess we can also, yeah, do this. Then do this. Then do this. Bam. Oh yeah, now we need 0 brown keys, but we've got that covered. Wait. Oh, but now it's brown. Wait, when did it turn brown? Oh, when I did that, obviously. I did it in the wrong order. Yeah. Get this first. Then get this. Order is very important here. It's kind of the name of the game. Yeah, okay, finally. So yeah, that one took a while last time, but it was really just one trick that I forgot about. Then this one, I had an idea on how to do it. So we want to grab these. And we want to use... You know, we want to open this. Now, if you remember from an earlier level, if you make something brown, and then make it not brown again, it's actually going to retain what it was before. So even glitch doors. So that means if we have a glitch lock, and then we make it brown, then we make it not brown again, it's going to again be a glitch lock. Which is huge, because it allows us to preserve glitch locks even when we open something else. Like now, we wouldn't be able to get another glitch lock, but if we do it a little differently, and we do like, I don't know, like this, and then we do some of these, now it actually gets preserved. You don't see it, but we will see it once I get my brown keys to a negative number, which I haven't thought about this. How do I get my brown keys to a negative number? I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Oh yeah, wait. I think I get it. So... Yeah. So you do this. Now you go around like this. Get that. We don't want to store glitch keys. And then we do want to open this. now this is here, and we can make it -2. Cool. So we can actually, we can't get brown to 0, which I explained earlier. It's because of, it's 2 more than a multiple of 4, and there's only multiples of 4 and this here. So you actually can't get it to 0, but we can do, you know, this. So now, just to prove that I'm not going insane, bam, that's a glitch lock. Bam. Now the problem is, yeah, we need to actually make it work now. So I want to use this and use this. Then we have 8 left. So what we want to do then is open this one and this one. So I guess we can just do that. I don't have enough to open this, so I guess we can use that. And then I don't know what the star key is for, actually. I'm very confused about that. Oh, I guess it's for the purple. Yeah, because purple is actually not high enough. Yep. Alright, so... because we still need to open this one, and I only had 2 keys left. So we'll lock that one in place. Now we can open that. You know, open this. Actually, yeah, let's open this first. Do that. Bam. Now it's white, and you're thinking, oh no, how is this gonna work? Bam, it's glitch again. The glitches are back in town. And then we get to 0, and we beat the level. So yeah, that's complicated. Alright. That actually clears this world, so we could go to the next world if we wanted to, but I'm gonna check out this first. I'm definitely gonna check out the next world soon. But I just want to see what this is. So this room is neatly organized. Yeah. Have faith in your logic. Okay. So we want to have 0 master keys. What we also want to have is 1 of every type of key. At least. Now how do we do that? Well, we have this. Which, we're definitely gonna have to open this. Like, there's no doubt about it. Actually, we could get more pure keys from that. That's interesting. Okay, let's not worry about that for now. So, we can open up 3 more of these locks. And what we also have is these lockless locks, which don't require any keys to open, but you also don't need to have 0. So we can open this, for example, and then now we can have a look at orange keys. So how do we get extra orange keys? Well, this looks promising. It was not. Well, let's still try it. So... bam, now we're at -1 orange key, which we can sound flip here. So I guess, yeah. I can show that as well. So -1, +1. So orange is now good. Problem is we've already used up so many locks. So that's a problem. I think we need a way to get more pure keys or master keys. We also have this, which is gonna require 1 key of a certain type, but then it's gonna give us a -3. That might be useful for the master keys to, you know, double up some locks. I guess that might be it, actually. Wait, what if you just use that? So... like, bam, bam. Oh, but you also need to open this to do that. So that doesn't actually work. Alright. Is there any way for me to gain pure keys? Because that's probably the first thing I should be looking at. Because it's kind of game changing. Well, this doesn't do a lot. I could do this. And I have -2. Now if I... wait. Yeah. Okay, so what if I open up this, and this. Then I go over here, get -2, get this. And it doesn't work. Right, okay. So I actually can't do anything with that. Now, I don't know why the contraption at the top left is there. It doesn't seem useful at all. Because you need positive brown keys and negative brown keys to open it, and it's just gonna take away or add 0, because it adds as many brown keys as it subtracts. So I don't think this is useful in any way. So not useful. Oops. Alright, top right. Could that be useful? Well, if we have one of a certain key type, and it's actually always orange, that's interesting. And then we can get negative amounts of any other key type, which I think is pretty good. That allows you to basically get the other 3 key types working. Then this one, yeah, is a glitch door, 1 pure, mimic pure. So yeah, that's to get orange keys. Or optionally, we could also use this. I guess we could also do that, yeah. Combo glitch door, blast glitch cost, all of these. Alright, so this is gonna... whatever key you have, whatever key type you have, it's gonna make it negative times 2. So let's say I have... okay, wait, let me set this up correctly. So we have 2 master keys. Now it's gonna make it -4. Is that useful? It could be. I'm just not sure it's immediately useful. Also, I have no idea how we're gonna use brown keys in all this. I think the brown keys are a red herring, honestly. Then we also have this, which... let me just reload this. So if we have a negative amount of keys, we can sign flip it. I think we want to have this module. I'm just gonna call them modules, because that works better, I guess. So we want to have this, we want to have this, and then one of these 2. And then also this. So that's 4. So yeah, that works, right? So yeah, we don't want to get the top right one quite yet. Now we just do this. And now because we have pure keys, we can do this. We have -1 of that now, so we need to sign flip it. But we have this, so we can do that. Bam. Then we open up this, and now we can open up literally any other color. Bam, we get -4, we get +4. Problem is, these are positive keys. We would want, I'd like to do this multiple times, but it doesn't work. It does not work. So, what do I do? Don't think this is useful either, except if you want to get, I guess, yeah, to get negative master keys. Then this could also be useful. I mean, the number of keys that we get doesn't matter, really. So, yeah. If we could open up this, that would be nice, but we don't have that option. Is there a way to not use this, for example? Like, we could have orange. Then, yeah. And then maybe we can just use the same procedure for red as we did for orange. Then we'd have to double up this lock. So yeah, I could, in theory, I could have like -6. I think even -7. Actually, let's try that. So, I do this. I think I want to get that. I think I want to get that. And then maybe I don't get that. Yeah, and then just do this. Now I get orange. And I get -1 of this, which I'm just gonna put on this because we can. And then we use... Or then we get these 3. Bam. I have +3 of that. But I want to get this with master keys, so I actually need to open this as well. Guess that works. I still don't know what the brown keys are going to be doing in all this. Yeah, okay, -6. Cool. I guess, yeah, I first need to actually do this. And then I get -3 of that. Oh, but I need to sign flip it, which I can't do. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. So I can get -6. But then I can't get this, which would allow me to sign flip orange. Oh. You know, I really don't know how brown keys are gonna factor into this, and honestly, I think there are too many options. So I think I'm just gonna have a look at these really quick, and if I can't figure those out, we'll just go to World 11. Binary partition. Now that you've explored this place, I'm pretty sure you're wondering, what are the conveyor belts for? Well, I'm glad you asked. I use them for my daily cardio, and they'd probably also be good for filming music videos. Okay, sure. Whatever. So, this one looks complicated, but, you know, maybe it's not that bad. We need 0 of every key type, so that's pure keys. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I guess we can open up these. Yeah, and then when we're done, we can do that. Okay, makes sense. I see, and now we're gonna use brown keys to preserve stuff. Yep, okay. And we can also use the master keys, the negative master keys, to double up some of these. So I think what we want to do is just count up how much we have, like write down what these numbers are in binary and see if we can make that work. Now the thing is, we can also get like, you know, 2 or 3 of a certain number, like we can get this one twice, and that will basically replace this. So maybe that's worth looking at as well. But let's first write down the numbers in binary. So 43 is equal to 32. Then we still have 9 left, so it's 8 and 1. No, 2 and 1, I'm sorry. We actually still have 11 left. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that seems about right. I'm gonna make that pink because it's the pink one. Then 92 is 64. Then that's 28, sorry. 28, which is still 16. Then we still have 8, and we still have 2. Is that correct? Just gonna... You know what? We're doing it again. I'm gonna open the calculator app. Because it makes it easier for you, the viewer, as well as for me, because I don't have to do the math in my head. The maths. You know, if you're British, like that. Alright, so 64 plus 16 plus 8 plus 2. That's 90. I messed up. It's plus 4. Okay. Then 32 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1 is 43 in fact. And then 5, I can just do that one in my head. 5 is 4 plus 1. Okay, cool. Now that we've got that down, let's look at what we have. So we have 1 times 64, which is good. We have 1 times 32, which is good. 16 is used once, which is good. 8 is used twice, which is a problem. 2 is used once. 1 is used twice, which is a problem. And 4 is used twice, which is a problem. Yeah. Okay, but now what we can do with that is we can double up this, and this. So double up. Then double it up. And then we also want to double this one up, because we need to use them twice. I mean, it makes sense, you know? So we actually don't need to do the thing where you use this one twice and it counts as a 4. I don't think it's going to get that complicated, luckily. Now, I'm not sure about these negative... Oh yeah, no, this is just... Yeah, no, I get why they have that. Right. Now, the thing is, if I pass under these... Oh, they all become brown. That's a problem, actually. Wait. Okay, so the last... so it's more of a question of... Because, okay, so the moment we put any one of these in, you know, this, then the state, you know, is saved basically of whatever thing it is. So like right now it's gonna save as being a glitch lock, and if I now, you know, make this knob, like let's say I open this, this is basically the same as we had like 2 levels ago. So like, okay, I've changed it now, but bam, it's still a glitch lock. It's not it's not black, it's a glitch lock. So, the problem is, if I walk through this corridor, everything is gonna become brown. So we can't actually choose the way that we wanna preserve these. We can go until a certain point, then go back. But then all of these will be brown. So that's interesting. Alright, so I guess, yeah, this one's 64, you need to go all the way to the end. So we definitely want to use that at the end then. 1684. Yeah, we want to use that at the end. And yeah, 4 and 1. Yeah, 32, 8, 2, 1. I could also make the 5 like 2 2s and then a 1. But then I don't actually have enough for the rest, so that doesn't work. Okay, let's try something. Let's try just doing this. So we have this. Oh wait, but do I not want to do the furthest ones first? Like, I don't know, do I not want to do like this? No, that doesn't work. Well, this one's interesting. This is not easy. Okay, let's try doing this then. And let's just go until here. Okay, then those are saved. Now we can go until 32, I guess. And then for the last one, we can go until 64. And actually, this one doesn't need to be saved like the other ones. Now, if I make this knob brown again, we've got this, which is not what we want. But we can actually make use of the way that these are set up. I just realized that. So yeah, we can use that. Then yeah, we don't use that too. We use the... Oh yeah, okay. This, yeah, I know. I see how it's gonna work out. I probably did something wrong. But I see how it's gonna work out now. Yeah, and then we check what is after 4 that we need to get. Yeah, this 8 is gonna be pink. We want to double it up. Use it. But then these are all pink. Now we actually want to use the 2. And we also want to use the 1. Which I just realized. Did I do this wrong? I think I did. Oh yeah, I totally did. Okay, and now we use the pink on this, and then we do this. And now we can also do that. Yeah, and then all of these need to be for the black one. So I think we can now clear these. Use the 32. Oh yeah, no, we just used the 32. Then we use this. Bam, bam, bam. And somehow I have solved this level on my first try. Wow. That was insane. Yeah. No. I have no idea how I got that on my first attempt. I just kind of fumbled my way to the solution. But hey, I understand the level. I just, yeah. So this is Neapolitan Dream. I remember a puzzle with a similar name way back in World 3. You mean 6, because it's 3 factorial. The puzzle itself seems to be completely dissimilar in every way, though maybe it's just a stylistic thing. I guess that means you'll have to come up with something new to solve this. I want to check what the Neapolitan Dream... I just want to check what level that is. I'll talk to Kino in just a sec. Just want to see. It's probably going to be like World 6. And they actually meant 3 factorial. Oh, Neapolitan Nightmare. Oh, but this one was easy. Yeah, no, this one was not hard at all. I don't even know what the hard part about it was. I guess I can talk to you now. Strange question. It occurred to me to ask you something a little important. Huh? So, all the different artificial worlds are connected by these warping staircases? What would necessarily happen if they glitched out or something? Could I be teleported into a void or halfway inside a block or something? The teleportation is under direct supervision of the god of space. The arrangement we made is that any warp errors would bring you to an error-handling safe room of sorts. And if that wasn't safe either, then you'd just get plonked somewhere safe on the surface. Well, that's good to know. Certainly a load off my mind. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't safe. I know, just feels better to know exactly how it works. Well, thanks, Kina. Problem. Wow. Although now I'm curious. I kind of want to know what that safe room looks like now. Maybe we'll figure it out at some point. Maybe we'll glitch the Matrix. Like in another game that's on my desktop right now that I'm not going to be spoil. Probably already spoiled it in a previous stream, but you know, there's another game where you do meta stuff and break the game, and that leads to new puzzles. Anyway, let's do those 2 extra levels, or try them at least, and then I can go to World 11. I am really looking forward to 11. My guess for what World 11 is going to be is like fractional keys. That will be hilarious. Like, we've had positive keys, we've had 0 keys, we've had negative keys. Now you get fractional keys. That would be hilarious if that was it. Anyway. Yeah, this does not seem like anything. This also seems like a level that is just actually really hard. And not just like, oh, you need to do binary or you need to solve a simple math problem in the game. Because like those ones are not hard, if I forget something like that, but this one actually seems hard. So, what do? We're we want to reach the end, of course. And what do we see at the end? So we have this, which is 5 white, mimic glitch, and then -5 blank pure, cost none. Ah, okay. So we want to get 5 yeah. So we want to get 5 white keys. Now there are 5 white keys right here, which is good. So we could just head over there then. Well, the problem is, if we get this, then it's not going to change the number of white keys. So we first need to get an unstar key. So we just do one of these 2 paths for that. Then we go to here. And we get these. Now what we can also do is like get these keys first and then take one of the paths, you know. It's not linear, like, you know. Anyway, so then we open this. And then whatever the last lock is that we opened, we're gonna get 5 keys of that. Or actually, we're gonna lose 5 keys of that. Now, it's very important that we actually have 0 keys of whatever type we have there, so that we can get through this. Yeah. Okay, so make sure you have 0 keys of type of key that, or of the type that opened the last door. That's a mouthful, but I hope that makes sense. So that's important. That's probably going to be like the main catch of this level. Now at the start, we're presented with a choice, because if I fall down here, I can't go back up. It's just barely out of reach. So we can get one of these 3. We can get -1 master key, -1 pink key, or -1 cyan key. Okay, sure. We can get back to 0 master keys. Yeah, that's not really useful. We also have this, which just looks funny to me. I don't know. I love it when puzzle games have a nice straightforward seeming promise and then it goes, lol, no, actually we're taking this promise so far past. Yeah, that's definitely something. I love breaking reality in funny ways. Reality is meant to be broken, you know? Okay, but I'm kind of confused as to how getting -1 key is going to allow me to open up these paths. Let's just try it. Let's get this. Okay, then we start this. I mean, this sign flip is just for later. We're not actually going to be using that. Yeah, that's not very useful either. How do we open up any of these paths? Oh, I guess we use brown keys to get through a path. So now we can, like, open up this path. Yay. Cool. Now if we get this, it stars the number of brown keys. Okay. So, like, I can do this if I want to. Then start a number of cyan keys, which I'm not going to do that quite yet. I think we want to do this first. I get this. I get 5. Except we want to unstar that first. So now we go over here. Yeah, it's unstarred now. We go over here. Now the last lock we opened. Ah, damn. Okay. That does not work. Because it's starred. So it also needs to be not starred. So it needs to be at 0 and not starred. Which is actually interesting because it doesn't really work. Guess, yeah, I could open this. and get this. I could get -1 pink key to counteract that. I could also double up one of the locks. Oh yeah, I think that's it. No, wait, that's not it, because I still have one left. I need to have 0. But if I want to get 0, I need to get this, but then I don't get this... the master key. Ah, okay. Now I see the issue. So yeah, we get this. We also have a sign flip brand, which... why? Why do we have that? I don't know. Can I platform over this? No. This setup just looks scuffed, you know? It must be something with this setup. I mean, why else would you have this? I mean, this is the first thing you have to do, so... Oh! Yup. Haha, okay. So now if I'm ever at 0 brown keys again, I can get that. And it can glitch. And that's good. Oh, but the problem is I need to get the star brand key, which... and I can't get the... there's no unstar. So that also doesn't work. Like, even if I get the sign flip, it's not gonna change. Even if I get the exact 0, it's also not gonna change. So there's actually no way to change it again. But maybe that doesn't matter? Maybe I can just not bother? Oh, but then I can't get this because there's an exact 0. Wow. Outplayed, man. I was so outplayed. I mean, if I open up this with 5 white keys, then yeah. And the last thing I opened was Bran. Okay, that could work. But then... Bran needs to not be starred, which it can't be. It just doesn't work. And I need to have negative... Yeah, no, it just doesn't work. Okay, so I think that this is like a red herring. Don't think it actually leads to anything useful. And then in terms of this, like, it's basically symmetrical. The only difference is this, that you have to get pink before cyan. But that's the only asymmetry in all this. So I guess I haven't tried doing this yet. But, I mean, I don't think it's gonna work the way I'm doing it right now. So I need to do this. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh yeah, we want to get cyan low. So like that. Wait, I just realized there's a counter for glitch keys in this too. Do I need to... Hold up a second. Do I need to make glitch keys? What? How do I do that? I don't even think that's possible on this stage. The only way I could make glitch keys is by making this brown, which would require me to get the brown keys first, which... Oh. Okay, wait. I'm gonna cook. Holy... That is insane. Why does that exist? Exactly. I don't think that's useful. But it's cool that you can do it. Like, yeah, if I were to hypothetically now get -2 of this. But yeah, I guess if I were to get rid of this and then sign flip this. Then bam, okay. 4. That's the solution? Oh my god, wait. I didn't even realize. That's the solution to the freaking puzzle. Okay, so the only reason I figured that out is because there's a glitch key counter here. That is insane. So the entire level is a red herring. Wow. Okay, wait. Let me just do that again. That is insane. So, what you do here, so this setup isn't a red herring, you just walk over it. So yeah, then this doesn't get triggered and this doesn't become brown. That's the thing. And then you can go here, make this brown so it gets preserved. Now this one won't get preserved, but this one will, so it actually doesn't matter. Which I didn't realize until it happened. Then we can open up, yeah, this. I'm just redoing the solution now because I'm in shock that this works. Then we make this not brown anymore. No, wait, we wait a bit first. Yeah, we start this. Then, I mean, it really doesn't matter what you do here. As long as you don't get that. Then you get that. And then you get that. And then, bam. Glitch. Now you have -5 glitch keys. And it works. That is actually insane. What the hell? The combination of so many stupid ideas I had at the same time, I actually came up with it before 10.9. Damn. That is probably one of my favorite levels so far. That is so... That's such a red herring, but it's so nice. I mean, without the glitch key counter, I would have never figured that out. Anyway, this one looks like a counting problem again, which I'm okay at. 2 giant doors, a star master key, 3 slime flips, a giant cache of brown keys. That's like 4 whole things you don't see every day. Here's my logical conclusion. This puzzle looks ominous. I wish you the best of luck on making it not quite as ominous. And also the best of luck on solving it. That too. Also, I kind of forgot to acknowledge this, but hi, developer of the video game that I am playing right now. Yeah. Your game is excellent, what can I say? So, what do we want to have? So we want to have 0 of this. We want to have 0 pure, but yeah, that's just a way to not cheese it. The fact that it's orange is just aesthetic. We want to have 0 blue. Okay, so we want to have 0 of both of these. That's good. Why did it... I didn't do those inputs. That's weird. Okay. Right, I guess we can start this, which means we can now just finagle with this as much as we want. Like, we can just double this one up as much as we need to, double this one up as much as we need to. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason not to just double it up as much as we need to. And then, yeah, we just have a giant horde of brown keys that we can use. So we have multiples of 10, we have 20s, and we have 130. Right, okay. Then... let's grab 10 of these and let's just see what it does. Hey, we're at -10 of these. Let's get rid of that. And now this is this has brown in it because we opened a brown lock just now. Just there. Oh wait. We opened a brown lock by doing this. Right? And now actually we can also sign flip this if we want to. And we can also sign flip blue if we want to. Okay, this might be a bit harder than I thought. Surely it can't be that bad, right? Okay, yeah, now we could in theory sign flip blue and then get rid of these. But then we're getting into some pretty rough territory. Yeah, okay, this one is kind of confusing, actually. You're... Oh, okay. So this one takes away 10 no matter what. And this one takes away 20 no matter what. Now if I do this... But I also need to have that, so yeah, that doesn't work. Wait. Ah, okay. So... Wow, this is something. So yeah, okay, so opening these will take away 10 each time, definitely, guaranteed. The problem then comes in this blast thing, because it can be the lock itself. It can be the color itself, which is just going to give us -10 of that type. It can be the other one, which can be really wacky. It can be brown keys, which can be literally any amount, because we can make any multiple of 10 here. Yeah. Okay, so we can basically make any multiple of 10. I have to get to 0. Okay, what if I do, like, I have 20, but then if I do 20 again, I'll get -10, which I don't want. So I'm gonna have to sign flip that, but then I'm at 10. Ah, okay, so I need to reach like a multiple of 20, basically. I think. So, what if I do... Okay, what if I get 20 brown keys? Then it goes down by 30 each time. Then I'm at -10 again. Doesn't help. What if I get 30 keys? Then it goes down to -20. That's something. So then we have -20 cyan keys. Then we can sign flip that. And then have 10 brown keys. And then get to 0. But how do I get to 10 brown keys? That's a problem. Oh, no, wait, I want to have 40... No, wait, I'm an idiot. Sorry. I want to have 40 brown keys. No, wait. That doesn't work. Oh, now it's for that one. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I use here is going to be the one for the other one. So this is -20. So I want to have 70. So I need to have 60. Okay. So we get 60 here. Then I double this one up. We use it. Now I'm at -10, which I did not want. I get why it happened. Oh wait, no, we just sign flip the 60, don't we? Yeah, no, wait. So we do this. We get -10. Then we sign flip that, get +10. Then we get 60. Actually, wait, no, we don't sign flip that. We instead get 60. Sign flip that. Get -10. Wait, did I mess up? Oh, it needs to be -70. Okay, now we have 0 of that type of key. Jesus, man. But then what do I do with this one? That's the problem. And like I also have a blue sign flip. I'm like, huh? Okay, so like I've established that I can get one of the two to 0. I just need to get both to 0. How do I do that? Well, it's definitely with brown keys. I'm gonna have to do something like kind of symmetrical here or something like that. Okay, -20. Yeah, so what I did here, basically, was I got to -10. Or no, wait, I just... Literally all I did was... I opened a brown lock as the last lock that I opened. And then I opened this, and I got to 0. What if I just do that? Oh, wait. I think I got it. Okay, if this is the solution, then, like, you don't need to do half of this, which is kind of funny. Okay, let's just double these ones up as much as I reasonably need to. This is already unreasonable. But I just don't want to get... Just don't want to have to worry about that. Like, these are basically infinite locks. Okay, now we get 10. Then with that 10, we use this. Now the last lock we opened was brown, so we can use this here. Now this is gonna take away that amount, which we don't want. So we get 70. Yep. make that negative 70. 0. Okay. Now the problem is this amount is still gonna change. It's not like it stays fixed in place. So if I get back to like 20 of these, which I guess I need to sign flip as well. Oh, wait, but I can't do that like that. Oh, wait, I want to have 40. I think I want to have 40 keys. Yeah, because I can't actually make this one brown because it's negative, right. So it's actually asymmetrical. So I want to have 40 blue keys. And then I can open this and be at 0. So how do I get to 40 blue keys? Well, I can get to negative 40 and then sign flip it, which is probably what that's used for. Okay, so this is gonna take away 20 no matter what. And then we need to have 30 more. Okay, so... Whoops. Didn't want to double it up another time. Just want to use it. Yeah, no. Now I want to get to 40? No, wait, 30. Then make that negative. Now I'm at negative 40. I sign flip this. This is still a glitch lock. Oh, because, yeah, makes sense. Because I never made this not brown anymore. Yeah, then we do that. Then we sign flip this. Then we make this 0. That's all good now. Now I somehow have to get to 0 of this, which... This is gonna take away... Oh, wait. Oh, do I in the meantime need to make this brown so it doesn't affect anything? That makes sense. So actually, yeah, I need to do this. Wow, okay, wait. Okay. Zero. Now I need to have a negative amount of blue keys. Oh. This is so confusing, man, holy. Okay, yeah, 0. Then... Need to have a negative amount of blue keys. So do I want to do this first, then? Oh, okay. So I actually want to make this brand. Then do this. Bam. No way, but I don't want to sign flip that. Alright, that's not there. And that's actually okay. That gets you to -10. If I do this, it gets me to not -10. I need to get one more -10. Okay. But if I get one more -10, then I can get to 0 with that. So let's just assume that I did that. Okay, I'm at 0 with that. I make this not brand anymore. Oh, but I need to do that first. Wait, oh. Yeah, I'm really confused here. Yeah. Oh, maybe I use this sign flip, so maybe I actually get more than 40. Okay, wait. What if I do that? What if I get like negative... I don't know, like 50 and then like -50? Then I get to -20. No, that's not what I want. I want to have lost them. Okay, so now I get to -50. +50. What am I even doing right now? I have no freaking clue. -10. Okay. I have nope. Yeah. You know, Uppy, Kitey, I get it now. That is really confusing. I have no idea what to do there. Anyway, we're gonna do that some other time, but right now I want to check out World 11. Because, yeah. So as I said, I predict that's gonna be something fractional. But we'll see. The Miracle Tower. Okay. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music, insane. What is this? You found the Lens of Truth. What could it be for? Is this like some meta level element now? Oh god. Is this like an item that I can use, or what is this? What? Okay, well let's just go into the first level. Abstraction. They skipped fractions and went straight to complex numbers. Yep. Complex numbers. Absolutely amazing. So let's introduce some very strange objects called rotor keys. They convert the key count from a real count to an imaginary count, which means they open imaginary doors and not real doors. For future reference, the letter I indicates that something is imaginary. So that's 20i, so it doesn't open that, but it does open that. Complex numbers. Insane. It is in fact an abstraction. They got that right. when they have clutch keys in here too. Of course they do. Alright, let's get that. Then let's get 2i. I mean, I guess I can store this. Oh yeah, no, I have to because it's gonna make it 4i, so yeah. Then we get 2. We get 2i and then sign flip it, or we can do sign flip and then do I. It actually doesn't make a difference. That's nice. Alright, my brain is gonna try to handle that. How many levels are in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Jesus Christ. I accidentally went to the wrong one. Pretend you didn't see this. I also didn't see it. No one saw it. Wild layers. Alright, as you'd expect, negative rotor keys exist as well, which are basically both the rotor key and a sign flip. Oh, okay. That's what I did last time, basically. Or in the previous stage. This puzzle does look pretty wild at first, but by knowing how real and imaginary keys are created, the options you have can be reduced quite substantially. Okay, so that gives us a negative 1i. Alright. So, like, the entire thing with this is like, dude, just trust me that this works. It's actually insane. Okay, we need 1 black key at the end. Okay, so yeah, knowing how real and imaginary keys are related. Wait, but what if I get like... What if I get like a complex number? I don't think that can happen in this stage quite yet. Nah, that can't happen yet. Okay, but what do we know for sure? We have to get a white key at the end. We have to get a cyan key at the end and a black key. Now we also have this, which can open one of these two. So that's the first thing we have to do, decide which one of these two it's going to be. The only difference is that this one sign flips and this one doesn't. And that's going to depend on what we do here. Now, also, this takes away 3 cyan. So we're going to have to open, like, a couple of these. Like, we can open one of these, so that's going to give us 1 cyan. So yeah, we need two black keys here, so go through 2 of these paths. And then probably some of them will just be impossible, like always. Music is pretty nice here. So yeah, these white keys will just be that. Yeah, I think, yeah, the only option you have here is like, do you want it to be a positive or a negative? We have 3, 4, and 5. So do we want to have 3i or negative 3i? That's the question, basically. Or do we not want to have anything of that sort? That's also possible. Yeah, so actually the options are fairly limited. Like, because here... I mean, you could go through that, actually. Yeah, you could open this with a real 3 first, and then do that, and then open that. Yeah. I was also considering the option of getting 2 of these and then making 1 again, but that actually isn't possible. Or you can't beat the level with that. So we don't have to worry about that quite yet. But that is going to appear later probably, because as you probably know, I squared is -1. Maybe you don't know that, but that's gonna appear later. Maybe. I'd be really surprised if they managed to get that in here, but I mean no, surely that's gonna be a mechanic in this later. Anyway, so what paths do we want to open? So we have 5 of these. That's already something interesting. Oh wait, yeah, I'm gonna have -2 here, so I actually need to go through 3 of the 6 paths. My bad. Now yeah, we want to find paths where we have 1 orange key, because we only have 3, and all of them have at least 1, so we can already rule out the top one, because it's not possible. So I'm gonna write that down here. So impossible 2 oranges. This one is in theory possible. And then this one is also possible. Actually, no, wait, is it? No, it isn't. Because you need to get the imaginary before the real, which isn't possible. Okay. We can only get the real before the imaginary in this stage. So, im before real. So I'm just gonna do im for imaginary. Then here we have real before im, so this is fine. Real before im, that's fine. Real before im, this is also fine. So actually we have 4 paths that look possible, so I guess one of them will still be impossible. I guess now we have to find an arrangement that works. So yeah, each of these 4 paths has 1, or like each of the 4 possible paths has 1 orange. So yeah, if we get 3 of the 4, and then we're gonna use up the orange, so that's fine. Then in terms of okay, wait. But this one has positive 1i, and all of the others have, okay, so this one is, I'm gonna make it a different color, but would require plus, or the times plus I, not feasible. So I hope that makes sense. So you can only get positive imaginary or negative imaginary, not both. And since this is the only one that has positive imaginary, that means that I have to do the other 3. I have to do this one, and this one. And that should work out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, 1, 2, 3. So that's good. So now we can see this is negative imaginary. No, wait, this one isn't. Sorry, negative imaginary. Yeah, so actually we want to get this. Oh wait, but we don't want to get this quite yet. We want to leave this here. Then, for the next one, we want positive imaginary. Yep. So we want to get this top one. And then for the last one, we want negative again. So that's all good. Now we can open this. get this. And then open up as many real locks as possible. Yep, that's all of them. Actually, that's not all of them. But now I have to get purple to be 2i. There we go. Then we open up this. Now we only have imaginary locks left. So now we can get the other two. Alright. And this should work out. So bam. Bam. And it works out. Let's go. Nice. Cool stage. Nullification. When it comes to aura-based keys, nothing happens when you have an imaginary amount of them. However, as long as you have the necessary real keys, it will still work, regardless of the imaginary count. Oh, so now we're gonna get into complex numbers, huh? Now it's gonna be like, if you have... Yeah, okay. So I hope you see how... Oh, wait. I didn't even read chat, sorry. I remember partially through development, a tester once suggested complex number keys as a feature. World mechanic as a joke. That is insane. I mean, it works. It's a good mechanic. Like, what can I say? Like, I would have suggested fractional keys, but this is much better. This is much more versatile. Anyway, so... Yeah, I guess if we get this, then we can still break that ice. That's good. So yeah, basically... we can get complex numbers by just taking those two parts, because they're not related in any sense. Like, the real and the imaginary are unrelated. So you just have to add them. So like 1 plus 1i. You can't make that 2 or 2i, because they're different types of thing. Everything is a fraction, the puzzle doesn't change if you clear the denominators. Ah, okay. Yeah. I guess, yeah, if some of them were fractions and some of them weren't. But then again, you could also just... like, everything that isn't a fraction, you can just express as like 8. Like, you can express 8 as 8 divided by 1, which is also a fraction. And then you can still clear the denominators. So yeah. Doesn't actually influence any of the puzzles. You're right. Alrighty. 10i. Okay, sure. So yeah, what do we want to have at the end? We want to have 0 blue, so we want to open both of these. I guess, yeah, if we have imaginary Bran, doesn't actually do anything. Okay, so we want to make this Bran, and then make it imaginary, and then do that. We'll want to do that at the end, not right now. We also have a glitch key, which I have no idea what we're going to do with. I guess you could get 13 blue. Is there anything else that was like blue in terms of lock? No. Okay, so that doesn't work. I'm just wondering why you'd... What this thing would be then. It's not going to be blue, because then you can't get to 0. It's not going to be red, because there's no point. I guess except if you want to open this without having Bran. But then again, like, there's no red locks anywhere else, so that doesn't work. I guess it just could be brown. Like, bam. I have some brown keys back. I don't know if that's useful. Oh, now you get 5 of those again. That's why you want that. Got it. Yeah, okay, so it was just so you can get a real amount again. Contrary to expectations. Well, that's most of these levels anyway. If you want, you can even use a rotor key to turn imaginary keys back into real keys. There's a catch though, doing so flips the sign. Yeah, because I squared equals -1. To put it as simply as possible, the imaginary I, yeah, okay. It seems arbitrary this rule is consistently followed. Yep. So yeah, that's cool. So I guess the question now is... So we want to get this. Do we want to do that with glitch keys or with green keys? Because if I do it with glitch keys, then I do that. Then I get this and then -50. Oh yeah, I also need to make the brown keys imaginary at some point and then make them negative. So I need to get this and this, basically. I want to do that path. Or I could also just go for green keys, which I don't know if that's possible. Let's try. Actually, no, wait, yeah, no, it's not going to be possible, is it? Like, you could get this. There's no way to get to 100, right? I mean, you can get 10, -10. You could get to 20. You could get to 70. And that's it. There's no way to get more. Like, this is all gonna take away from the absolute value. So there's no way to get to 100 green keys. So we're gonna have to do it with glitch keys. Okay, so green max 70, so gonna have to be glitch. Alright, so that's the first thing we do. Then we get these, we get -50. Oh, that's 2i? Jesus. Oh yeah, and this is just designed to let you go over. Alright. Hold up. No, that's -10i. I need +10, so I need one more times I. Which I'm not gonna get, I think. But what if I get the -10 first? Then I can get -10i. Oh, but I need +10i for that, so that doesn't work. Okay, so no, I need to get the +10 first. Then I can get this, for example. I mean, I think it's best that I open all of these locks first. Then I can get this. I guess, yeah, I don't want to get that then. And maybe I want to... Yeah. Maybe I want to use that for green. But the thing is... Oh, I could also just not get the brown keys. Wait. No, but if I don't get the brown keys, then I can't make that work. No, I have to do this first. Actually, if I go over here now... No, it doesn't go away. But I can do this, at least. Now I make this times I. Or first I do this. Then I make it times I. And then I get -10. Wait, but no. That also works. Wait, why does it only multiply that by times I? Oh wait. I may be cooking right now. Du morir. Oh, yeah, okay. So, we get rid of the effect. We get 10i. But then instead of getting rid of the lock, we actually get this first. Now, if we do this... No, wait. If we now do this, it's gonna give us -10, -10i. Which is exactly the opposite of what we need. We need like a sign flip to make it work. But that is interesting. So like, why does it give that? I need to think about that for a sec. It's gonna give the conjugate, I guess, yeah. So, yeah, if you do -10 times I, you get -10i. If you do +10i times I, you get 10 times -1, so yeah. No, it changes the sign of the imaginary part, but not the real part. Cool. So now I just need to do that, but in a better order. Like this is all... I'm pretty sure it's all correct. Yeah, and then we get this. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, if I get the -10 first, maybe that influences something. Well, I just made the number 20. That's not what I was planning on doing. I'm gonna end stream after this alpha, by the way. I want to play more Silk Song, but I really want to try the Frigidus one out because I think I've got it. It's just one thing I'm missing. Oh, a blank lock asks for 0. But what if you have 10i? Wait. Oh wait, that doesn't work, but I'll make it work. Ah, okay. I thought I could outsmart it, but no. Well, maybe I still can actually, wait. No, not like that. Oh no, but I just messed up. I think that blank lock is just not for now. I think it's supposed to be for the brown at the end. Because there's no reason to make green 0. Like, is there any different way to do the beginning that would be useful? Not really. I mean, I could get -50 by doing this. Or -50i. That's not useful. No. Maybe I can just get keys and do stuff first. That's useless. Oh, wait. I figured it out. You don't want to make that one that color, you want to make this one that. And then you can do that later. Right? Yeah. I mean, does it make a difference? I'm not sure. I mean, I've already tried this a billion times. Oh. Okay. You just get the -10 first, and then... Yeah, okay, wait. But now it should work. Like, if I do this, I get -1. I have no idea why this is here. But why is that there? Is that just, like, a red herring? I don't know. Anyway, I beat the level. Yay. Let's go. I'm gonna leave it there. This is... Wow. This is insane. I don't even know what to think anymore. But yeah. I am really eager to get back into this, but that's gonna be for a future stream. Right now I'm gonna try raiding someone.